That astral energy was incredible.
I gave
On
it
continue,
everything
hein.
I had.
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Pierce through!
Lion gun! I'll smash you!
It's
Pierce
over.
through!
Fall into
Sonic
my
thrust!
own
Pierce through! Sonic thrust!
Only getting started.
Elusive flying freaks!
What did they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
It's over!
Can you take it?
Take this!
Take this! Not so
Pierce
fast!
through!
Tempting!
Sonic thrust! Pierce through!
Gale force.
Sonic thrust!
I'm ready!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Now!
Ouais, bientôt on va pouvoir niquer
This one's all
comme
mine!
gros monstre là.
Ignite!
I'm ready! All yours, Kisara!
We won that by a mile.
Ah, mais c'était l'équivalent d'un certain boss ça.
Retreat if you know what's good for you!
Don't mind if I do.
Can't get out of this!
Healing flight.
This is it! I couldn't make it in time.
Hey, careful. Hit some kind of camouflage.
From beyond, imbued his vanquished soul with love. Another incantation ruined.
Primed and ready. This one's mine.
Mine!
Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Sonic thrust! Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Pierce through! Take this! No escape! No escape!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Pierce through! This one's all mine! Burn!
There you go. Don't let up.
Take this!
In here.
Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Pierce
You
through!
require a hand.
Dragon
All the ones save you! Elusive seed! No further!
Pierce through!
Just what the doctor ordered.
Shine! Radiant light!
Sonic thrust!
Not on my watch.
Regenerate!
I can heal myself, thank you.
Precisely. As a healer, you cannot be rushed.
It's time to finish.
Oh, elle est énervée.
Die! Consuming wildfire! Into the shadows!
Pierce through!
Mega ray! Back into the primed and ready.
Sonic thrust!
I never miss.
Negative gate!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Here I come!
No more mistakes, girl. Pierce the evil.
Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Pierce through!
Leave the charges to me. Far enough.
Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Stay away from my friend! Pierce through! I'll smash you! Dragon swarm!
Our arts are being interrupted.
I've still got some fight left.
Astral arts?
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
Corruption.
In a bind?
By the power
Try
of
harder! Not again!
I'll heal
Pierce
you all.
through!
Can't
Ah, merde.
move!
Here, let me help.
It's in your hands now.
I'll bring you back from death.
I'm just getting strong! Rip and tear!
Resuscitation.
I hope this thing is nearly a...
Right.
You see this? Rip and tear!
Art expert, come through. Mega ray.
Pierce through!
Crescent Moon. This one's mine.
Pierce through!
Not on my watch.
Eat this!
So this now you see what I can do! Make it rain!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
On aurait galéré à le tuer.
We can really make weapons with this?
Putain, il y en a encore un.
This will be a delicious piece of cake. Thunder! Glacial spear. Here's the evil.
Sonic thrust!
Far enough!
I'll take you all on! Sonic thrust!
Here's a hero.
Got fire!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
Sonic thrust! All yours! You're
Glacial
finished!
sphere.
Here
Here's
I
the evil.
come!
Resonate with the earth.
In here.
It's
Freeze
over.
laser.
Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Stop! Pierce through! Sonic
Glacial
thrust!
sphere. Here's
Pierce
the evil.
through! Here I come! I'm not done! Pierce through! Sonic!
Negative gate.
Sonic thrust! Pierce through!
More for the
Sonic
stoplight.
thrust! Pierce through! Sonic thrust! It's over!
You attack without mercy.
Because I can't afford to hesitate.
Not against the worthy.
It's in the sky. You're most comfortable at a range, aren't you? You're not really built for close. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a... Am I imagining things?
Get lost.
To everlasting darkness. Take this!
One more.
I'm not done!
Raise
Pierce through!
It can hide itself?
Amazing!
Feel. Far enough. Get out there with the others.
Take this!
I can carve through armor!
Light astral energy. Here's a healing art.
Did you just...
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Huh. Take this! You'll begin! Sonic thrust! It's elusive deity! You're mine!
Wind astral energy.
You're mine! I'm not done! It's over! Here I come! Sonic thrust! You're finished!
You require a hand. Can't get out of this!
It's over! Here I come! Burn in hell! Here I come!
I must remember my limits.
Barrier!
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
I'm not done!
This one's mine.
I'm not done!
Far enough.
You're finished!
Photon, lightning rejection.
Thrust!
Lunar blast.
You're finished! Pierce through! Sonic thrust!
Resonate with the earth.
Sonic thrust! Try harder! My turn! Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Sonic thrust!
The enemy wields arcs too.
We'll soon see about that.
Lui, il a fait un sort que j'ai pas vu faire.
Shine! Radiant light! Force of
Ouais,
regeneration!
il va faire un.
Regenerate! Allow me to help you.
Pierce through!
Is that a healing art? It is. I can't ignore your pain. I'll try to be more careful.
Try harder!
There you go. Don't let up.
In a bind?
Pierce through!
Thunderblade.
Ah, je le maîtrise mieux que tout à l'heure.
Rage.
Healing circle.
Resonate with the
Now I
earth.
can let loose!
Nothing gets by me.
Thank you. Here's evil. Frozen red.
Behold! The earth
Oh, c'est parfait, ça le calme direct.
tectonic fission!
Where are you going?
Sonic thrust! Try harder!
My natural defenders are fading. I'm a sitting duck.
Retreat from this battle.
Retreat? I would never. I'll fix you up. Recover.
Okay, here I go! Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Pierce through!
Lightning.
Too much.
Will this help?
Try harder! It's up!
That's gonna start. Healing circle.
You're on!
Can't be swirled.
Now you see what I can do!
Do it.
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Ça, on maîtrise, on maîtrise, on maîtrise, on maîtrise.
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Encore un autre. Oh non, c'est chaud là.
You guys want to rest here?
Bon, on va aller femmes du Pascal.
Wouldn't it be easier to simply use astral arts to catch the fish and be done with it?
That misses the whole point of going out to fish. I've got something. Anybody could reel in that.
Guess it's important to stay calm.
Oh, vive la rareté de merde.
I've got something.
Merde.
Good fishers always keep their cool. Yeah. There we go.
Non.
Good fishers always keep
Ah,
their cool.
faut que je sois patient.
All right. I'll let you go this time. All right. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Nice! You caught it!
Ha! I've got something. Well, it's not bad, per se.
Maybe you could keep it as a pet.
There we go.
Non.
I'll get you next time. All right. Well, it's not bad per se.
Could have been worse. At least you caught something.
Oh.
Putain, enfin j'ai autre chose.
Looks like I hooked a pretty rare fish.
So what's it to be? Grilled or broiled?
Yeah. There we go.
Toujours faire le con avec celui-là. Hein.
I'll let you go this time.
Pas choper celui-là, je m'en vais.
Yeah. Reel it in. That was disappointing. I've got something.
Je viens de comprendre la logique. En fait, quand il force à gauche, c'est LB, et quand il force à droite, c'est RB. Quand il saute, c'est RT.
Looks like I hooked a pretty rare fish.
Huh?
So what's it to be? Grilled or broiled?
Reel it in. Well, it's not bad per se.
Maybe you could keep it as a pet.
I've got something. Looks like I hooked a pretty rare
Voilà,
fish.
c'est bon.
So what's it to be? Grilled or broiled?
Commence à les choper là.
I've got something. Boy, that's a bit of a letdown.
Looks like a pretty energetic fish.
Reel it in.
Allez, un dernier. Le était simple, il a forcé que à gauche quoi.
Looks like I hooked a pretty rare fish.
I don't recognize that fish. Is it okay to eat?
Ah, on va arrêter de pêcher.
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
Is there a reason you're looking at me so in...
Là, il y a des scénettes
Dohalim, your spare bracers
pendant
were
les feux
getting
de camp.
dirty.
J'avais
So
jamais
I
fait
polished
gaffe.
them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
C'est quand même hallucinant.
Oh,
Mon
wow.
portable qui me donne la
Thanks,
suite d'une
Kisara.
quête que je suis en train de faire.
Point
Enfin,
taken.
que je devais faire là.
Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Le nombre de scénettes que j'ai dû rater en feu de camp.
No, it's just... I'm looking at our finances and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Danan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dana, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Danan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Fire Master core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Danan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because Shion has embedded the Fire Master Core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Danans and the deaths of Renans.
Danans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
Hey, Rinwell. What was that whole legend you were talking about earlier, back when we were by the gate?
Huh? Oh, you mean about the Darkwings? It's an old story about a Danan hero that's been passed down for generations.
Like I said, I sure haven't heard it before.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, long ago, there was an evil king who tried to bring all of Dana to ruin. However, a pure black owl heard the pleas of the people and decided to help. It chose a young hero and bestowed upon them a holy flame that was capable of vanquishing the king. The story goes that the young hero challenged the king and defeated them with the flame. Seeing Dana had been saved, the people flew the crest of the Darkwings as thanks to the owl for its help. From what I understand, it used to be a really well-known story before the Renans came.
I guess our people must have forgotten it over time. It's lucky for us you still know it. You sure are well-versed in these sorts of things, Rinwell.
You know, the part where the hero defeats the king with a flame reminds me a little of Alphen.
Come on, it's just a story. Besides, if we're talking about an owl helping anyone, Hootle would definitely choose Rinwell.
Sure, I might have helped take out our own kind of evil king with the others, but I'm definitely no hero. That and Hoodle's wings aren't even black. Huh.
Oh putain, enfin plus c'est net. Ça on atteste, ça on atteste, ça on atteste, ça... Il va falloir que je pêche. Ça de mémoire on avait testé, ça on avait testé. Et ça on n'a pas testé.
This is great. The taste and aroma...
Oui, elle le fait. D'accord.
Shion, could we talk a moment?
I think it's time we go to sleep. Come on, guys. We've got lots to do.
What's this thing?
Gotta break through! Take this! Begin! Alright, get it! You're finished!
Can't get out of this!
Merde, j'aurais dû les garder pour tout à l'heure.
Ignite! Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Radiant light! Sonic regeneration! Pierce through!
Et j'avoue, en fait, pourquoi il a pas gardé sa fortune, ce connard de seigneur? On peut avoir... un argent. Mais par contre, ouais, c'est le seul jeu où je galère avec l'argent quand même. Un peu chiant.
Not today! Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Now I can let loose!
Can't get out of this!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
Sonic thrust! Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Pierce through! Pierce through!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
This is some punishment.
You'll pay for that!
I'll bring you back from
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll bring you back from death.
Take this!
Astral energy!
Burn in hell!
Lightning condemned!
Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Sonic
Where are
thrust!
you going?
Now I can let loose! Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Pierce through!
Time to
Sonic thrust!
leave the enemy's arc to me.
No complaint here.
Ready to go!
This debt I am not beyond fury.
Pierce through!
Elusive deity.
Sonic thrust!
Soaring blast. I can carve through all of drive.
Pierce through!
Take this.
Try harder! Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Burn in hell!
I'll grind you into dust.
Pierce through!
Your helping me has become a pattern.
It's for the good of all.
Voilà.
Is it now?
Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Sonic thrust!
Not in your dreams.
Pierce through!
Being interrupted.
Demons descend!
Oh, ça fait longtemps ça attaque.
Well, looky here.
En plus, ça pourra apporter que ça en XP contre lui. Ça vaut plus le coup. Hein.
Come and face me! Shine! Radiant light! Now I can let loose!
In your deck, Dylan. Then tonight's meal is on you.
Keep got
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a
You
job for
picked
you
the wrong
and truly.
fight! Sonic thrust! Pierce through!
Elusive deity. You take it. Now you see what I can do.
I'm ready! Through! Totally! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Sonic thrust!
Elusive deity. I'll thank
Pierce
you.
through! Sonic thrust! Pierce through!
It's time.
Sonic thrust!
Extra training paid off.
Ah, de dorade. Bah voilà les 12 PNJ sauvés. Oh.
I wonder just how many people have been saved by Shion in some form. I'm impressed.
There's rumors flying around about people being saved by a Renin vision of beauty.
Vision of beauty? That's a bit much.
Alphen had better stay on his toes.
Where do I come into this? Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
C'est maintenant qu'il se pose la question. Ah, le hibou il est là.
Little help!
Sonic thrust!
Take this!
Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Pierce through!
I never miss!
Sonic thrust!
Supernova!
Not
I should
today!
ensure you survive
Let
this.
us raise your cascade! Sleep now.
Sonic
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Pierce through! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Whoa! Do it!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix What
Oh,
is it,
les a
Rudolph?
retirés quoi.
You want to go back?
Animal intuition, perhaps?
Merde, il est où? Je l'ai entendu le bruit. Mais oh putain, ok. Je vais être plus au-dessus, ok.
No choice! Here I come!
Don't mind if I do.
Damn it!
I'll smash you!
Downfall! Lightning condemned!
Catapult! Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Sonic thrust!
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
Sonic thrust!
Mega Ray!
Pierce through! Sonic thrust!
Mega Ray!
Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Take this! Not done!
Seismic rush.
Pierce through!
Let the
You're
marksman
finished!
handle this!
Catapult! Take
Do
this!
it!
Totally! In an instant! Impact cross! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
No escape!
Lunar Blast!
Mais c'est la stratégie, ouais.
Sonic thrust!
I've used a bit too much healing.
Mahag Sar, a land where the winds scar and the clouds stretch far.
Kisara? What is he doing?
Reciting a poem, apparently. Just let him be.
One come all! Elusive Sonic Thrust! Hit on! Burn in hell! Leave the chargers to me! Sonic Thrust! Elusive Deity! Damn it! Too fast! Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Don't mind if I do.
Sonic
I'm on
Thrust!
a roll. It's over.
Your power is a spectacle to behold.
I'm not trying to be dramatic.
Still, it's a part of you. Embrace it.
Sonic Thrust! Sonic Thrust!
I've used too much.
Sonic Thrust! Pierce through! Hit on! Eat dirt! Sonic Thrust!
Raging
Pierce through!
I think I'm getting stronger.
Il était là. C'est un peu nul comme lunette. Hein.
Look, Hoodle, one of your buddies.
Par contre, il y a un coffre là-haut. Parce que là, il y avait un gros lézard qui nous attendait. Vas-y, du coup, comme j'ai rushé, j'ai pas tout fouillé correctement ici. Peu importe combien d'XP, j'ai jamais fait gaffe tout à l'heure.
Hi, Hoodle.
Sonic Thrust! Can't get out of this! Pierce through!
Radiant Flare. You got company.
Sonic Thrust! I can carve through armor!
Searing Flame.
Pierce through! Sonic Thrust! I'll think!
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
Sonic Thrust! Pierce through! Leave the I'm ready! To me!
Astral Energy.
Je pense plus trop à faire mes attaques ardentes.
Well done.
Elusive Deity! Sonic Thrust!
Lightning
Take this!
Thunderblade.
No
Now,
escape!
I can't kill you.
In an
Oh, c'est tellement
instant!
plus rapide avec les attaques ardentes.
Pierce evil. Thunderblade.
Sonic Thrust! Elusive Deity! Soaring Blast!
Et le problème, ça me fait utiliser mes PS.
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Gaffe à combien d'XP j'ai gagné.
Gotta break through! Hit on!
I never miss.
Pierce through! You picked the wrong fight!
Here goes. Not on my watch.
Do it! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Barely a blip
Ouais,
on
je
our
gagne plus
radar.
rien. On va juste se soigner au feu de camp et on va aller chercher le trésor là-haut.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the
Ah, on va pouvoir faire la dorade.
The vermilion vegetation certainly gives this realm a distinct.
Ça en fait. Yes.
Thanks for waiting. Eat as much as you like.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? You worried about what's going on with Menancia?
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier, weren't you?
It's rude to listen in on others, you know.
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though. I just figured it was Menancia since it was the two of you.
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. I'm no longer in a position to lead the realm in any capacity whatsoever. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case. This despite the fact I am no longer her master either.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural for friends to want to hear each other's opinions.
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself. When lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy, it can lead to funny results.
But even so, you still took your job as Lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way. Do you mind watching our camp tonight? Shall we get moving?
Ça sert à rien. Ils vont bien les mecs orageux.
I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is.
Bon, retournons. On va arrêter de combattre. Hein. Je suis à combien de niveaux là? Ouais, 28. Ouais, des niveaux.
Little help!
Ready and rare! I'll smash you!
Annihilate!
Here I come! Sonic thrust!
In a bind?
Swallow spike!
Here I come!
Lunar corruption! Here's the power of water!
Ignite!
Mega ray!
You're
Annihilate!
mine!
You are in tip-top shape!
Soon as I'm done here, I'll come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Thank you.
Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Pierce through!
Je sais pas pourquoi encore.
Pierce through!
Power of water! Mega ray! Annihilation!
Sonic thrust! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet!
Here's a healing arc!
Leave the charges to me!
Pierce through!
Regenerate! Another incantation ruin! Anything in armor is all mine!
Pierce through!
With the wind!
Sonic thrust!
Shine! Radiant light!
Here
Full
goes!
of regeneration!
Ha! Not today!
Sonic thrust!
Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Try this!
Brendan takes this!
Cover the caster! Pierce the evil!
Sonic thrust!
Light
Pierce
astral
through!
dance in the wind!
Sonic thrust!
Freeze blade now!
Pierce through!
Let me have a way!
Pierce through!
Cross blade!
Sonic thrust!
I can't do it! Lunar corruption! Lunar blast!
Crystal spear. Here's evil. Where are you going?
Time to let it rip. Here, radiant light. Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno. Take it.
Flaming meteor!
Sonic thrust. This is it.
Bah merde.
Hold on. I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life.
Does anyone else think this may be just a bit too tough for us?
I sense a strange power from this.
C'est cool. Et je me le ressens très bien quand même. Hein. Oh, je suis niveau 28, ça va pas le faire. J'ai refouillé correctement cette zone.
Looks like
Ouais, je vais revenir, je vais pisser un coup.